It's that time again. There's more Diddy allegations and details being revealed, and yuck. It's the story that keeps giving, though. This is crazy. So apparently, this just broke. 120 accusers have just come out against Sean Diddy Combs with new allegations. Vow to expose everything. Okay, 120. In my conversation with Ninjas and Butterflies, I said, as far as I knew, the case that was happening, there was only one victim, which was Cassie, and then there's a bunch of witnesses. There's 50 witnesses, one victim. This is saying there's 120 accusers. Who are these people, dog? Where did they come from?
That sounds like one room in Diddy's party.
Bro, who are these folks?
Yeah.
All right.
Because they don't have enough clout.
Yeah.
For it to ruin their life.
Yeah.
So they're kind of just like the background folks that were like, yo, this is actually unacceptable.
Yep. Someone said Ye sounding saner. Yeah, because Ye told Diddy he was the feds. Remember that?
Yes.
Diddy was trying to meet with him, and Ye was like, "No, you the feds. I ain't meeting with you." This really happened. All right, Texas-based attorney. That, by the way, that's not an endorsement of everything Ye's been on, because somebody will take that and clip that. Texas-based attorney Tony Busby announced he has a list of names that will shock the public. He also announced he has the evidence of various crimes, including,
Essay of M.
Essay of. That's dark.
Darkness.
Essay of minors. We will expose the enablers. So now this is where they were talking about the racketeering and the running a criminal organization. We will expose the enablers. Expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates. This is starting to sound a lot like Epstein.
Oh.
Many powerful people, many dirty secrets, the lawyers said, adding his team has collected pictures, videos, text. The allegations will include violent or rape, facilitated with a controlled substance, dissemination of video recordings, and abuse of
my goodness
minors.
This is a sickness.
It's a long list already, but because of the nature of the case, we are going to make damn sure, excuse me, my French, we are right before we do that. These names will shock you. What is coming?
The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had, at this point, more than 3,285 individuals contact us.
3,000? 3,000 people? Holy moly. Wow. What was he running?
People claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs.
So 3,000 came out, and they're like, okay, the 120 of you guys may have
have something
here.
Wow.
As well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases.
Holy moly.
And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI.
So this is a civil suit, but they're going to make these people accessible to the FBI. This man's going under the jail.
Think so, huh?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
So know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice.
Jeez.
But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed.
So here's the thing. He said many powerful people will be exposed.
Eesh.
So you got powerful being exposed, but the victims in this situation, and by victims I don't mean like someone's hogtied in the trunk and thrown away. I'm talking someone that was coerced. I'm talking about someone that perhaps had a drink or something, and there was something freaky put in that drink, and then before they knew it, they were not controlling themselves any longer. You know what I mean? That there was some documentation of that. And so like all of those people are dealing with a degree of shame and just like, ugh, like not everyone in this was a you know, adult worker.
Yeah.
That's probably like average folks that just like went to a Diddy party and like took the wrong sip of champagne and woke up in some super duper compromised situation and are coming forward.
Yeah.
I'm just pontificating. I don't know. It's all alleged. Okay. He's innocent until proven guilty. But that's what I think he's getting at. But like these folks are victims and they're ashamed and they don't stand to benefit a whole lot from this situation. By the time this is all done, he's not going to be worth $1 billion.
Also, like, not to get graphic, but probably like straight dudes that were to do sus things, right? And so there is that level of like, I really don't want to come out and have to tell this crazy story of where I was drugged to be and you know, raped to do gay things.
Go ahead.
Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media.
That's crazy.
And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone.
Darkness.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, bro.
Or good,
I mean,
depending on how you look at it.
depending on how you look at it, yeah. Hopefully this stuff never happens again.
Yeah.
Like hopefully this and whoever is affiliated to this, like, and he just gets so exposed that this stuff don't keep happening. And people think twice before they want to enter entertainment.
Yeah.
Like stop
it doesn't
trying
sound
to
that cool.
Yeah, stop trying to go through these gatekeepers and all these weirdos
Create
and
a
all these
YouTube
labels.
channel.
And create your little YouTube channel, create your TikTok, your Instagram,
Go
get a
live
little home studio.
Go live in Culpeper, Virginia.
Go live in Culpeper, Virginia on a farm and like figure it out. You know, you don't need to be a part of this world anymore. You know, now here's a valid point, and I should have brought this up in my conversation with Lecrae. What I'm not suggesting is that anyone that was at one of these parties is guilty.
Yeah.
There's a lot of folks that didn't know this stuff was going on that popped up, and specifically, my buddy Lecrae, who made a video about this. I am not saying that he knew, was a part of, was complicit. There are people that if you're in the mix, you get invited to stuff, and you don't know what's going on after a certain time.
It sounds like that's kind of the general consensus, even what we hear from celebrities. It sounds like a lot of celebrities, you know, you got the Eminems with the lyrics, you got the 50 Cents with the lyrics. They made a compilation of all these guys way back in the day saying like, these guys are crazy. Diddy is nuts. You know, it sounds like the general consensus was that people are showing up, getting invited, like, yo, that sounds great. And then like, oh, this is like an industry secret that like Diddy is doing this stuff. I'm not showing up.
I'm not going back.
Yeah, I'm not going back.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not going back. Yeah. So I wouldn't assume that just because someone was out one of these things that they were complicit in doing all the things. Like I don't think
Maybe
that's,
after today.
that's fair. Yeah, if someone's showing up now,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, I think the stars knew something was up after the fact, but you can't hold everybody to the standard that just because they showed up to a party, you know, that they're therefore complicit in everything that was going on. Like that's a crazy thing. You don't know what your boss is doing or your boss's boss or the company you're working for, what's going on behind the scenes.
And I'm sure a lot of them just like to assume that everything there was consensual and legal, and they bounce and never show up again.
Right.
Because there's the real. I mean, I'm sure most people there, especially the ones in the hip hop scene, are like, we know that Diddy did it.
Yeah.
With Pac.
Yeah. So someone said Diddy says he has main parties, then invites people to the private party after.
Oh, so the first one's like the rooftop bar vibe, and you know, there's some.
Then he's probably filling you out, scoping you out, and then you get invited to the, you know.
It's funny. There's so much stuff going around that were like wow, every pixel of Diddy is being analyzed from the past.
No.
And they're like, yo, going back to the NBA dunk contest. So there was another angle of it where Diddy stepped on his tippy toes. You could almost tell, like, as he went over, he stepped on his toes.
Oh my gosh.
You're like, yo,
Why is he making that goofy face, too? Like, what is that, fam?
and they're like, man, everything in hindsight is starting to make sense.
Okay, real quick, I need you to know about something that is going to expire October 11th, and I don't want you to miss it. As we come out of a tumultuous and divisive election season, it is my heart that we can be the hands and feet of Jesus and live a life that blesses God. And that is why we are having the first ever in-person Bless God Summit, the solution to the culture war. To not just be Christians who are reactionary to whatever is going on, but to live a better story and build better culture. And to be the solution to the culture war, I've brought in some of your favorite YouTubers, podcasters, speakers, and apologists to equip us by speaking at this 3-day event. This isn't going to be like the typical Christian conference, as we'll be doing something that is interactive, social, and giving us an opportunity to connect with each other and some of the speakers and performers. And this is all happening March 27th, 28th, and 29th at the beautiful Westin Spa and Resort in Carlsbad, California. The good news is we got the prices down to the bare bones to make sure that our day one supporters can get a bit of a discount so you can bring your whole family. Now, the bad news is this price is only available until October 11th. So don't miss the best time to get your tickets and go to blessgodsummit.com now.